Howdy, and welcome here to I'm going to say what is the best, the most beautiful map on FS25, and at this point, in all of Farming Simulator so far. I'm going to throw that in there because I don't know what's coming. There could be even a better one. But this is a pretty hard map to top. But this map here is from EDOmod. It is absolutely amazing. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh. And then when it finally came out, I got to actually get into it. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. I may have gotten a little excited, but we're going to start off here. Building a farm. We're going to have basically these two grass fields here, our farmhouse, and then the 4 fields that are, these 4 fields here. And this farm build is not just a farm build, it's a very specifically built farm build that we're going to be using in a series. Without giving, I don't want to give away too much because spoilers, all that, but this farm will come into play in a series soon, so do keep an eye out for that. But that is to come, so I don't want to give away any spoilers, so let's get started on building this farm out. We're going to I'm kind of thinking over here in this area here, we're going to put in kind of the old farmyard, and then other parts of it we're going to put in kind of a little bit more modern, and then we also have a our cow dairy area as well. So let's get started here. We'll do some time lapse and some jump cuts and all that, and get this farm built.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A nomad, passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. Cause I found my way. My way. My way. My way. My way. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way.
All right, I think we are all done with this area here. Pretty much got the feel and vibe I want of having that kind of old style farm here. These buildings are really awesome, and I think they really fit with the theme and feel of the map. Kind of that old, I mean, I think MA7's more French style, but you know what? It fits with the map. I think it does. So let's get flight mode here and check it out. And yeah, I think this is good for this. Now we're going to head over here to the other far side of the farm. We'll come back to around the house here after we're done over here. But I want to put in our dairy area here. And the big part of this is we're going to have a dairy farm where we can have all of our dairy cows and everything like that. We'll probably have at least one extra shed to keep all of our equipment, because this will be more focused on dairy. That's going to be our silo up there. So let's get back to the farm build and get this built. All right, I think we got to a good spot here on this. So let's fly down to the ground here and check out this barn, because this barn is from MA7. In fact, every building I'm using is going to be from MA7 for this farm build, because I want to keep a certain style going here, kind of to keep it more uniform. But this is one of their newer mods here, the new dairy farm here, and this one is absolutely amazing. We have our, well, it has a feeding robot which comes down here in the center, but see these little scrapers coming out here? So I can hit the trigger at the other end there, and these are going to come through and simulate scraping this. Of course, you can't really scrape slurry in the game. That would be so cool if you could, but you can't. But these do give you that simulation. Working on a lot of these dairy barns, they do have these scrapers on them, like well, not just dairy barns, but cow barns in general. Also here, these little curtains here go up on the side to give you, well, let the cows have more sunlight during the warmer months as well. But that's not the only trick this cow barn has. You just saw right up there, there's a whole area up there. And that is part of, well, let's just head out here and look at it, because this is so cool. So right here, there's a little button here, and I can raise those curtains. And then we have our bale storage here. So I can store a whole bunch of bales in here, like silage bales, straw bales, hay bales. So like once we fill up the feeding robot station there, I can store the overflow up there. And yeah, I mean, this cow barn is absolutely amazing. And when I started checking it out and everything like that, I was just like, I have got to put this in a map. But it can't just be a map, and this was kind of like that special map where I was like, this is the barn for this map. So let me get everything settled up here, and then we're going to continue on with the rest of the farm, because we still have a lot more work to do down here before we move on to the last part.
Told you so. Scream out loud. I will go if nothing changes. So change your heart. Ooh, your mind is a ghost town, echoing inside your walls. 5 feet underground now. Nothing's gonna save us from our doubts. Nothing's gonna make us spell it out. I don't wanna be the one that said, oh, I told you so. But I told you so.
All right, we have got everything done here. I'm just putting down a sleep trigger here on our house. I think the little bench here is going to be perfect for that. So let's see. Yeah, right about there should do it. And then also, I think a wardrobe trigger might be good. So I'm going to scroll down here, grab that real quick. Yep, this one right here should work. And we're just going to put that right here in front of this door here. If I can get my mouse to work there. All right, there we go. So we're going to put that there. And I think we're done here. So we got all the vehicles. We got everything ready to go. So let's do a quick walk around and check everything out. We got all the equipment. We got our house built. Well, our house was already here. It's part of the map. We got our farm built. And yeah, this is going to be an epic. I cannot wait to start playing on this farm and the series we're going to do on it. It's going to be amazing. Yes, I said it. It's going to be amazing. Wait for it. See, did I do that right? I did that totally wrong. Anyways, so let's head over here to our, well, we're going to call this the old farmyard here. So our first building up here on the right is going to be our silo. So we have a little dump area here for our silos. The unloads on the outside of the side of the building there. And we have like some storage area here, as well as a side door. We can, have additional parking for a trailer or other tractor or equipment. So this will definitely come in handy. All right, now let's head over here, and we have another shed here. So we have a lot of space here. I'm going to close these doors here real quick. But we have a lot of space for growth, which is good because of where the story will go on this. But that's going to be our fertilizer spreader and lime spreader there. Then over here is another building here. So in here we have our trailer parked, and then over here we have a little, well, it's kind of a workshop area, not for fixing tractors, but for just building stuff. And then a nice big storage area here as well. This is MA7 does such an awesome job on their buildings. And then we have the big tractor parked here. This actually is a workshop area as well that we can use for repairing equipment or doing anything as well. All right, so that pretty much wraps up this area here. So we're gonna hop over to the other far side of the farm and check out the cattle barn and all of our equipment over there. All right, we have made it over here, and this is the this is the crown jewel of our farm here. This is with the modern area here. We have a modern shed and a modern cattle barn. We have lots of equipment. So we have our mowers, we have our balers. Yeah, basically everything we need for working our grass, making our silage bales, our hay bales, even straw bales. It's all over here. We have some cows. They're mooing away. And this here is our cow barn. And again, this has the feeding robots. So what we have to do is just feed into that area here. Yeah, don't get up on my account. As I did mention earlier, this does have the built-in scrapers for simulating scraping the slurry. We have our tanker trailer over here for hauling the milk, our bale trailer. And this is the robot area here where we just load up our straw, our hay, and our silage, and then it will make the TMR and feed it automatically to the cows. But yeah, this is our cow barn here, and you know what? I absolutely love this thing. It is so amazing. I can't wait to use it. Let's open this door here up. So this is what really stands out in MA7 is like the level of details, like even in the rooms and stuff, is like there's all these decorations and stuff you'd find in the buildings. You probably noticed that in the silos and the old farm. It's just that is what really stands them out. And we have made it back over here to our starting part, back at the farmhouse. Now this shed is just kind of, it doesn't have a lot, it just has our harvester, our header, and our planter, well, and 2 tractors. So I mean, this is pretty much the farm. This is it. This is the farm here. I am absolutely in love with it. I'm in love with this map. I mean, just look at the scenery here. I'm just gonna keep strolling around here because this is absolutely amazing. I love it. But yeah, so this is the farm here. It will be coming in a series soon. I don't want to give any spoilers away, so I'll just say that and leave it. But if you did enjoy this, be sure and hit that like button and subscribe so you get notified of future videos, which this will be coming soon. You just have to wait and see. But I hope you enjoyed this. So yeah, be sure and hit that like button. And let me know down in the comments what you think and what you think would be a good series and how this will play into a series, just to see if you're right. All right, well, I'll leave it off here and hope you have a wonderful day.